Hello, welcome, good morning, good afternoon, greetings to everybody across every part of the world. Today we'll be doing a very late weekly outlook, but I was waiting for some data to be printed as Monday was a bank holiday for most currencies, and Tuesday we didn't really have any high impact news. Today being Wednesday, we have FOMC in the PM session during the New York session, and we may get some measure of volatility or liquidity injection in the markets. As we know, for some time now on the dollar index, I've been waiting for those equal highs, those relative equal highs up there to be swept along with these relative equal highs on the dollar index. And throughout the past 2 weeks, actually, we've been seeing price sort of respect bearish order flow because we've been respecting this bearish order block, bearish fair value gap, and we are creating new bearish PDRAs. Like in this case, we have a bearish fair value gap, a CB, being formed while we are disrespecting previous bullish PDRAs. So here we disrespected this BC, but right now we are currently trading inside of this lower imbalance, this lower buy side imbalance residing over here. We haven't disrespected it yet, as the no candle has closed below this area, this buy side imbalance. So right now, looking at the daily chart, we could say that we are still bullish, and longer term I am personally bullish. I'm not looking for lower prices on the dollar, but with the way price has been disrespecting higher time frame PDRAs like the weekly fair value gap, we have this BC that has been completely disrespected. When we closed below it, price came back into it and used it as an inversion to push even lower. So technically right now we could be looking for this sell side liquidity, the swing low right there, to be cleared, tapping into this imbalance and probably use it one more time to finally propel for higher prices up there. The thing is, we are at a 50-50 area where, yes, I could say that the weekly chart is telling us that we're bearish and trading into this sell side liquidity, but on the daily chart we are, I guess you can say, trapped between two PDRAs. We have this BC here that I just mentioned could support higher prices, as we are now in an extreme discount of this range. This is the premium of the range, this is the discount of the range. So right now we are literally almost fully retraced the move. So the thing that would determine direction here for me would be this fair value gap. I would like to see if price can close above it on a daily perspective. If and when we close above it on a daily perspective, I am expecting higher prices on the dollar. So in other words, I would like to see a closure of a daily candle above this candle, a retest if you want to call it that, using it as an inversion fair value gap, and then a continuation to the upside, targeting the swing high there, and of course the main drawn liquidity, which is the highs created last year, October. So this is what I'm expecting, this is what I'm favoring. But of course, we are currently in a bearish PDRA, so price could trade lower into this swing low or this sell side liquidity residing right there. So it's a 50-50 area. If we continue rejecting off of this bearish fair value gap, we can respect lower prices, but if we do close above this this bearish fair value gap, then we can expect a continuation to the upside. So today being FOMC, I guess we'll be able to see and determine whether or not price will be bullish or bearish. The only pair that I'm looking at now that NZD/USD has already reached its objective for me, the only one I'll be focusing on would be GBPUSD. So on GBPUSD on the pound, let's actually use this. Yeah, it's fine, we can use this. On the daily perspective, we can see that we've also been doing the same, well, the opposite, supporting bullish prices, right? We want it the same way that dollar index has been supporting bearish prices. So GBP has been doing the opposite, going higher, and we could see this buy side liquidity cleared next. But one thing I wanted to note on the daily candles, especially from this week, is how each day we have actually struggled to close above a high. So pay attention to this Friday's high, we did not close above it. And then pay attention to this high made on Monday, we did not close above it. every time we traded above a high, we rejected away from the high. And right now, currently, we are rejecting away from it. We got this huge tail from GBP's CPI news report. And right now, we are rejecting away from it. So we could see some possible external range liquidity back to internal range liquidity happening on GBPUSD. We could see price trade from those highs back to this internal range liquidity. Of course, if longer term we are truly bearish, we could or we should disrespect this buy side imbalance, close below it, use it as resistance, and continue lower. But with the way we are way up in the premium levels, we might actually clear this buy side liquidity. But I would like to see it only clear that buy side from this internal range liquidity. So in other words, I would like to see price come down here and then possibly use it to push higher for that buy side liquidity, something like this. So yeah, going down to the 1 hour chart of GBPUSD, we can see what it currently looks like. This has been the entire week's price action, and as we can see, price has just been consolidating. So this, for me, I would call it an accumulation. GBP's news coming out now, this London session, the London session that has happened, displacing higher during CPI, but immediately rejecting away from it and creating a CB in the process, makes me think of power of 3. We have a possible accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Price may continue lower, close below this swing low. So closure below this swing low created at 1 a.m. is critical for me, because we might see an imbalance form somewhere around those levels, a retest if you want to call it that, or a retracement, then a continuation lower. But the first target would be the consolidation low. So where market has been consolidating, I would expect those lows to be cleared. Going through that, we have the daily buy side imbalance that we highlighted, which is this entire highlighted area, and that's at the 1.26435 level. So that's what I'm expecting on GBPUSD going moving on throughout this week. And that's all I have for now. I have nothing on the exotic pairs or the cross pairs. I am just paying attention to the dollar index with GBPUSD. I will continue my regular posts from here. If you have any questions, if you have any video ideas, if you have anything that might not be clear to you, if you have anything at all that you would like me to cover, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. For now, look after yourself, take care, good luck, and good trading.